Hi friends, we're going to read The Rain Came Down by David Shannon. We're going to see how the rain affected the moods of the characters in the story and what changes might have happened. The rain came down. On Saturday morning, the rain came down. It made the chickens squawk. The cat yowled at the chickens and the dog barked at the cat. And still, the rain came down. The man yelled at the dog and woke up the baby. "Stop all that yelling!" shouted the man's wife. The dog barked louder, and still the rain came down. A policeman heard the noise and stopped to see what was wrong. His car was blocking traffic, and half a block away, a woman squirmed in the back of a taxi. "Hurry up or I'll miss my plane," she told the taxi driver, so he started honking his horn. This is a chain of events, right? Where one thing affects another thing. It's kind of like when we read Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed. One thing can have a lot of impact on another event. The truck driver in front of him got mad and started honking back. "I have tomatoes to deliver," he shouted. Oh, everyone seems pretty grumpy so far. The ice cream man heard the honking and turned up the music in his van. Why do you think he turned up the music? I have a feeling that he just didn't want to hear all the yelling. He'd rather hear music. Same. Jingle a jingle went his music. Slap a da slap went his windshield wipers. And still, what? The rain came down. Uh-oh, we can see there's all sorts of stuff happening. Wonder why she has a magazine over her head. What are your thoughts? The owner of the beauty parlor came out to see what all the fuss was about. She bumped into the barber coming out of his barber shop, and they began to argue. Up on his ladder, the painter grumbled, "I can't paint in the rain." He started to climb down and bonked the barber in the head with his can of paint. Now all three of them were arguing. Oh my goodness. Oh, we can read the pictures. We can tell the story by reading the pictures. We can see right away what's happening here and why that girl is crying. Next, the baker stepped out of his bakery. "My roof is leaking and my cakes are getting wet," he moaned. He opened his umbrella and poked the pizza man in the nose. So they joined in the bickering too. A boy ran by chasing a small boat down the stream in the gutter. He splashed the little girl and she began to cry. And still the rain came down. The grocery man stomped out onto the sidewalk and yelled, "Where is that delivery truck? I need my tomatoes." He ran into the lady coming out of the clothing store and knocked her boxes into his fruit stand. Oranges, apples, and lemons bounced down the sidewalk, and still the rain came down. The policeman walked back to his car. "What is all this ruckus about?" he asked. The whole block was honking, yelling, bickering, and barking. And then, what do you think's going to happen? Oh, what are they all surprised to see? The rain stopped, and so did the noise. The sun came out, and the air smelled fresh and sweet. Oh, some good adjectives. Everything shimmered, and a rainbow stretched across the rooftops. It's much too nice of a day. It's much too nice a day to be arguing, said the baker. "I have cakes to bake, and I have pizzas to make," said the pizza man. I could use a little shave while my building dries, said the painter to the barber. Then they went inside. The policeman said, "Everything looks A-OK here to me," and he drove off in his car. The woman in the taxi decided she had time to have her hair done before her trip, and she went into the beauty parlor. So the lady with the boxes got into the taxi and went home. Are all the problems getting solved? There's a lot of problems in this story. It seems like there's a lot of solutions too. The truck driver told the grocer, "I have your tomatoes." "Wonderful," said the grocer. "But first, I have to pick up this fruit." The little girl and boy helped him, so he brought them ice cream cones. And the ice cream man gave them each an extra scoop because it was such a nice day. This is a circle story too, friends. Look at what it's coming back to. The family from the beginning. Then the man, his wife, and their baby had a picnic together in the backyard while the dog, the cat, and the chickens slept in the warm afternoon sun. Oh, I think it's true that sometimes the weather can affect our moods, right? If it rains for too many days, perhaps you have a certain feeling about that. And did you know that there's places in the world that are really sunny and don't always experience as much weather as we do? But there's also places that it rains a lot. Do you have a favorite season? All right, my friends, happy reading. I hope you enjoyed the story, The Rain Came Down by David Shannon. See you soon.